So in this video, I wanted to take a quick look at a very cool pen and pencil set, and that is the Pentel Smash. These have been around for a while, and I think they fly a little bit under the radar, but I know some people are very serious collectors of the Smash. It is most commonly seen as a mechanical pencil, usually sold in 0.5 millimeter. It's made in Japan. It's the Pentel model Q1005. And the Smash is sold in all sorts of really cool color combinations. Right here I have it in black on black, but it's sold in gold and silver and red and green and pink and all sorts of color combinations, and some are very rare and some are very common. Like this you could find all day long for about $10, maybe $8, maybe $12, around there. And there's other ones that might go for upwards of $50 or $60 each because it was limited edition or they didn't make a lot of that color. Then there's the Pentel Smash, also sold in a ballpoint pen. You can see it's called the Smash ball pen, and this is the model B1000. And these are fairly hard to find. They are also a Japanese model, and you can't really get these anymore, so you have to hunt them down. This was only a 1,000 yen, so a $10-ish pen. But if you wanted to find these on the aftermarket, you might be looking at spending $40 plus, maybe even $60, something like that. They are hard to find, but you stumble on them now and then. And it's a pen. So let's look at the pencil, then we'll get back to the pen. The Smash has a few things going for it that make it a very interesting and desirable pen. Like I said, it does come in all sorts of color combinations, so that's one of the main draws. We also see this kind of baffling here, or whatever that's called. It's kind of old school. It kind of smushes down. It's very cool. And it's just a rubber covering, and it's kind of all one piece. Metal clip. It's a plastic body, but the grip area is another cool thing with it. And this is metal, I believe, and with these little pieces of rubber that come up. So you have one of those hybrid grips where you're mainly holding onto the rubber, but it has the structure and the look of metal. And then you have a really nice one piece from here straight down to the end, and then you have the pipe there. The pipe is fixed, so this is not a double knock or anything like that. It's fixed pipe. It does have a lead hardness indicator here. So what you would do is you would unscrew this piece, and this comes all the way off. And then you don't have to take it all the way off though. You could just turn this on here, and it just follows a sort of little hex pattern. You can see, I'll take this off. So it's just a hex here, and that would fix this. And you could do indicate your hardness level, 2H, 3H, 2B, B, what have you. Taking that off, we could see this is just a printed around there, one piece all the way through. This is plastic, but then as for the chuck and all, you see, I lost that. You see it fell down obviously in there, but brass hardware in there. That's it. And then let's see if we can find that lead. Nice click action, no problems there. It's not, I would say, like from a build quality standpoint, this isn't gonna hold up to the technology of some of the higher end mechanical pencils sold today. But it is just very cool, and it gets the job done. But if not gonna be able to compete with some, a Kuratoga or a Zebra Delgard, those are better performance pencils. This is just like kind of like a really cool pencil with like kind of to me it has like sort of a sneaker vibe. Like if you like your like cool old school Nikes, this is a match for that. Whereas like, can they match the technology of the latest and newest thing? Like, no, but this has a very cool vibe to it. Maybe that's completely offbeat, but you probably get what I mean. Moving on to the pen, we see it has a lot of the same design features, but obviously it is a pen. So again, the rubber up here, that kind of old school shock absorber type look, metal clip, it's actually clipped on, plastic body indicator. Again, it's not a hardness indicator, now it's the size, and then you have your aluminum or metal front piece with your rubber grip. You can unscrew this, and you could change this, but it's mostly blank because there's no hardness lines. You would just have EF, F, M, nothing. So not even a B, but you get the point. Opening this up, we could see same plastic body, but it's a little hole here with room for a D1 refill. It's kind of odd that you'd have a full-size pen with a D1 refill, but that's not as rare as you might think, just because it means basically this whole upper piece is the same on each of these. They just had to change the bottom. So good fit, and D1s are limited because it's just so small and they wear out. They run out of ink very quickly. That said, there's a lot of really good D1s out there. So I replaced the one that came with this with this is a Pilot BRF. Man, I will link to it. I think it's a BRF V10, which is a really good refill. I'll link to it in the notes. But anyway, it slides right in and it's fully functional, has that little brass collar. That's actually what holds onto it. One of the issues with this is that D1 refills basically come in two sizes, like a 2.1 and 2.4, or 2.2 and 2.4 millimeter, and this will only work with the thinner refills. So not all, even though D1 is sort of a standard, some are thicker and some are thinner, this will only work with those thinner ones, if that makes sense. And then looking at the front grip here, you can see how you have the rubber inside of the metal, and I think this is just, the rubber is just one piece and it's in there, so if it ever did wear out, you could put a new one in there, but it's not really something I expect to wear out. Then you just tighten this down, screw it in, and you have your hardness indicator, your size indicator, and you're good to go. So that's a quick look at the Pentel Smash. Just functionally, see what we have here. I know a lot of people like to see click counts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 1/2 inch here, so we have about a 1/4 inch, I'd call it, maybe a little bit less. If people care, I can get more scientific with that, but it's not a high performance pencil. It's more of a nice pencil. There's no spring action here, no twisting of the lead, nothing like that. And this is the Pentel Smash pencil, and I have it in 0.5 millimeter. You can open up the top, obviously. I always forget to do that with pencils. And this is all one piece, metal collar and little spring thing here. Standard eraser. No cleaning apparatus or anything, but it's a standard eraser components, and the lead goes in that metal collar there. And here is the pen. Mostly they're old, so you're rarely going to see it with the original pen. And then, again, I have the Pilot in here. So this is a Pilot BF. It's like a BFRV, something like that. 10. Again, I will link to it, but it's something like that. That's a really good D1. But this is the Pentel Smash. And you're basically going to use a D1 refill, but a thinner one. So probably one from a Japanese company, not something like the Schmidt 635. That's a one of the larger D1s, and it won't work. I like this one, which it has the color indicator here, which is very cool. And obviously it fits with this. But yeah, that is the Pentel Smash pen and pencil. I like the pencil mainly for style purposes. I like the pen, which it's a cool collector's item, and it's an interesting D1, and it's just kind of fun to write with. It's a great relic, and I wish they still made that pencil and pen. Sorry, they still make the pencil. I wish they still made the pen. Thanks for watching.